purchase, and also the machlekes could be about can a debt be collected from someone that purchased, even though it's not written in the document. That's the machlekes here between Reb Meir and Rabbi Yehuda. But again, we just dropped the machlekes of being about the 5 and less than 5. Vika the Masnila Seifa. Our whole Gemara was just going through Reb Meir's opinion here. That Reb Meir says it depends when they divided it, and we had 2 opinions. Reb Yirmiyah's opinion. I'm sorry, let me go back. Reb Meir's opinion was that it depends when they divided it. If it was divided already, then they don't have to give. And Rabbi Yehuda says no. Even if it's divided, they still have to give. And Rabbi Yirmiyah learned the Reb Meir's, went back and we discussed Reb Meir's opinion, that Rabbi Yirmiyah says that the division was during the first 30 days when he didn't really owe the money yet. And the question is that can the guy come to 2 Yosef ben Shimon's and collect from their property, even though he doesn't know exactly which one. He's not really collecting from the father's debt, he's collecting from one of them, but he's collecting it from the property, as if you 2 fight it out and I'm just taking it as from the guarantor. And Rava said that no, the father really owed it, because the father passed away after 30 days. And the discussion here is, can, after the inheritance, can someone that's owed money, can the creditor come and extract it? Do we consider the inheritors as purchasers and he can't extract it? Or possibly or Yarshim, or inheritors? Or do we say that even if they are purchasers, you can still collect from a purchaser something that was owed to the person previously?
Would the case be the same or different if there were triplets? Because if there were triplets, can't really say, it's either you or you, because it's really a minority there. Because if it's not you, there's a majority that it's not you. Up until now, it's just, it's A or B. But if there were triplets...
No, the 2 was to take away the suffix. That there's for sure a debt. One of them's a Bechor. So having 3 doesn't take away the suffix.
Well,
it depends how we're looking at this. If we're looking at, according to Rava, it wouldn't make a difference. According to Rabbi Yirmiyah, it would probably make a difference. Rava's learning that we're collecting the debt off the father, off the estate. Rabbi Yirmiyah is learning it that we're collecting the debt from them, but since we have an estate here that each of them own, so we can take it away from the estate and then let them figure it out whose we took. The Rabbi Yirmiyah is learning it like that. So according to Rabbi Yirmiyah, if there's someone else in there, then you have no rights to take it from the estate when only two parties in there owe it. The third one doesn't know anything. All right, that would be a difference. That's interesting. Now the Gemara does Vika de Masila Seifa. Some learn it not on Reb Meir. It's exactly the same story. It's just in Rabbi Yehuda. But it's the same thing, where Rabbi Yehuda says that the property owes it, that the estate owes it. Rabbi Yehuda says that the property owes it. The misav. And now we go through the same story. When did the father die? If he died after 30 days, that would mean that Reb Meir says once they divide it, they're exempt. Why? Why are they exempt? The property owes it. Must be that the father died within the 30 days. So kichalko amay machayev. Kichalko amay machayev Rabbi Yehuda. If they divided it, then why does Rabbi Yehuda say that he's chayev? Let him come to each one and push it and say, it's not me. He comes to the other one, he says, it's not me, I'm not the firstborn. So Rabbi Yirmiyah says that this must tell us a slight variation here, because now we're working in Rabbi Yehuda, that it says, Shnei Yosef ben Shimon shayeh b'yarachas. If you have 2 Yosef ben Shimon in a city, not that they're buying it in partnership now, because that was Reb Meir's opinion. That was the way we were learning it before, that it was owed by the father. Now we're learning it still owed by the father. However, one of them bought a field from his friend. So Balchoiv can collect it from the guy that bought it, from the field. Amalei, he says like this: if you're the one that owed me the money, now I'm taking it from you. And if it's your friend that owed me the money, so he already owed it to me from before your purchase. So there was a lien on the property. That's why I can take it.
Oh, 1 second. The one Yosef bought it from the other Yosef.
Yeah. So this is Rabbi Yehuda's opinion that it's owed by the property, by the estate. And even if they divided it up, even if they divided it up, he died b'toich shleishim yom. No, so it's not really owed by the estate, it's owed by the children.
But if it's a purchase, maybe you have 30 days to return it.
It's owed by the children. And nevertheless, he can still take it away. He can still take the property. Omar Rava says, Michdi, Nechsui de Bardinish in Arvin Bay. 1 second. If you couldn't take it from the guy himself, how can you take it from the property? The property is just like a guarantor. If you can't take it from the original person, you can't get, you have no better rights by the guarantor. And look at what the Gemara does here. V'kula kalish nakama. Now you read the Gemara now as if it's the first thing, and you have to go back and just read the whole sugya again. Exactly what we just did, what we went through. Did we say like Ravasi or Rav Papa and how inheritors are? And you go through in the end, the machlekes is between, is the machlekes Yomi Rabbi, machlekes between Rabbi and Rabbi Yehuda is a machlekes really, do we say that you can collect from the purchasers, or maybe they're not purchasers, maybe they're just inheritors. Okay, the Mishnah says like this. Shtei nashim shlei bikru. It's a bunch of cases. Most of this is very simple, straightforward. 2 women that did not have children. This is the first child. They're there in the maternity ward. The older Shnei Scharim, and they gave birth to 2 males. Each one gave birth to a male. So Naisin Yud Slaim Lakayin. We're talking about that there's one husband. And we don't know which child is which, but that doesn't matter. He had 2 firstborns. He has to give 10 coins to the Kayin.
There's one husband for the 2.
One husband, yeah.
They're both Bechoros. They're both Peterechems.
No, I understand. Just
Awesome.
thinking of the guy. So Yaakov here.
Meis Echad Mehem. You're thinking about buying the car seats for the different wives and different cars.
No, I'm thinking of the fact that they were born relatively the same time and he had 2 wives. It's pretty good.
So, one of them, if one of the children dies, b'toich shleishim yain. Im l'kayin echad nasan. You see, he gave the money too early. If the child dies within 30 days, that could mean that the child was a miscarriage. We consider it up to 30 days that it's not considered that this was really a live, viable child, or a viable birth, because we wait 30 days to see. Now, if it's born in the 9th month, then it's assumed like that.
Doesn't matter premature or not.
No, this is probably talking that's premature.
No.
I think even if it's full term over here, you don't owe it to the kayin until we know that until the child is alive for 30 days. So here he really doesn't owe that money. So if he gave the money to one kayin, so yachzele chamish slaim, the kayin has to give back 5 coins. Now here's a problem.
You don't know which one.
You can't take it away from him because he says that wasn't the one that you paid for me.
You paid for the other one.
You paid for the other one, and that's the one. Go to the other guy. His baby died. Zachar nekeva. Let's say the 2 wives. One gave birth to a male. One gave birth to a female.
Here's triplets.
or
That was
two
different.
males and a female. I don't know why this was a riddle, but they said if you have a pile of socks, but it's all mixed up, black and white, so how many do you need to take till you for sure get a pair? This was a riddle. Three. Yeah, of course it's three. But here, there's only one female here. So there has to be one firstborn, right? There's two mothers. There's two males and a female. So there's definitely one firstborn because there's only one female here. So there has to be one firstborn. So nice and chamer shleim l'kayin. There could have been two firstborns because we don't know if that female came second.
There's still a suffix.
But there's one suffix and there's one definite. So for the definite, you give 5 coins to the kohen. Shtei nekeves v'zachar. Let's say you have two females and a male. Ishnei zacharim u'shtei nekeves. Ein kan l'kohen klum. You have the two females. That's the that messes up. We have nothing definite yet. Okay. Achas bikra v'achas shlei bikra. One of the wives already had a child. One of them never had a child yet. This is the first child. V'yoldu shnei zacharim. And they gave birth to two males. Noisin chamish laim l'kayin. The kayin gets 5 coins. Meis echad mehem. B'toich shloshim yom. If one of them dies within 30 days, so av pater, he definitely gets it back. Meis ha'av v'habanim kayamim. This was out of the previous Mishnah. If the father dies, but the children are still there. The mayor says if it was given before the division, then it was given. But if not, they're exempt. Rabbi Yehuda says they're anyways chayiv because he held that they can collect from the inheritance or whatever. Zachar and Akeva. Let's say there was a male and a female, and only one mother here is her first child. So ein l'kayin klum. The kain doesn't get anything because could be the female came from the new mother. Shtei nashim shel shnei anashim. Let's say there were two different men and two wives. Shlei bikru. This is their first child. V'yoldu beis zacharim, and they had two males. Zen naisim chamer shleim l'kayin. Zen naisim chamer shleim l'kayin. I guess this is just the introduction for the complications that are coming. Meis echad mehem b'teich shleishim. Let's say one of the children die. If they gave it to one kayin, so yachsalem chamishleim, then he returns 5 coins. Who does he return it to? I don't know. I guess one of them. I guess they'll fight it out. Who gets it? Well, who's raising the child? That's if they gave it to 2 kayinim, you can't take the money away. Zachar and Akeva. Let's say it was a male and a female. So ha'avis peturin, the fathers are exempt because we don't know which one had them female. V'haben chayav liftes esatzmei, but the child obviously has to redeem himself. The father says, "No, I had a girl. Don't come to me." But the boy, you can't say, "I'm a girl." He has to pay it. If there was 2 females here, so then of course ein kan l'kayin klum. Achas bikra v'achas shloi bikra. If the one had a child already and one didn't, so shel shnei anashim, and it's of two different men. V'yoldu shnei zacharim. They had 2 males. Zeh shloi bikra ishtei neisim chamer shleim l'kayin. The one that didn't have a child yet, so obviously he holds 5 coins because there were 2 males here. Zachar and Akeva. If there was a male and a female, then that exempts the one that already had a child is exempt anyway, and the one that didn't have a child yet, the female exempts him. So ein kan l'kayin klum. The kain doesn't get anything. Okay, let's leave it over here.
There's 2 things. One is maybe you shouldn't